So I want to make a in-depth video about my uh did zones because I have a lot of questions Discord wise about it. And what exactly it entails and what it is that I see that you guys don't see. So we're gonna get into it. As you can see, it's still frying. Um, Nothing's plugged in. Wireless right now. At the moment, I should plug my controller back up, but wireless right now. But yeah, let's get into it. Since you guys, let's do this. Um, so settings, did zones. I'm gonna explain it the best way I can possibly explain this because it took me a very long time to understand exactly what these means, other than like other setting videos that really aren't explaining it the best way possible, or just people just giving you values and saying run with it. So I'm gonna show you the best way possible. Let's start off with the right stick. Okay, your right stick, if you're playing on controller, rather it be PC controller, Xbox, or PlayStation. Right stick min and your right stick max. Now we all know that these two, your right stick, is your up and down. Okay? This is your up and down. Basically, this is your recoil controller, is what I call it. This is the thing that if you hold down the thumbstick, this is what controls your recoil. Okay? That's your right stick. So let's go into that. So the reason why my right stick min is at a 6, but my max is at a 78 is because, and I'm going to show you with the Deadzone stick. Now, if you look on the right side of my screen and you see when I pull down, look at the horizontal and look at the vertical axis. I don't have anything. So that's me controlling my recoil right there. That's what those values are showing you. Look, if I hold it steady right there, that's the furthest mines can go. That's the furthest. Now, if I drastically pull mines down, it's at negative 100 vertical. So let's see what that looks like if I pull it all the way down. That's what that is. Negative, right? That's negative. So what you're really trying to find on your right stick is where your vertical axis is no less than like a negative. I mean, to be honest with you, if you can find it and hold it still at a -5, like mine's is like this is me holding it right there. I'm at -13 vertical, which is me pulling down, and horizontally, I'm almost at a 0. That means I have no left and right. Okay, so look, that's why it looks like there's no recoil. So you guys have to understand what these values mean to be able to shoot like that. Okay. So now let's get into it. What is your min? Your min is this. This okay, I had it at 6, right? Now watch my right thumbstick go all the way up. See how it's getting bigger? That makes it harder for me to pull down, okay? It makes it harder for me to control the recoil because it's too far up. So most of you guys will think, well, shit, I'll just have it at 0. No, you don't want to. Let me show you an example, okay? So I just have it like this. Watch. Now it's pulling down automatically. See, now I'm not even on target because it's too strong. I'm not even on target. Yeah, it's steady, but I'm not on target no more. Okay? So you want your min to be as low as possible, yes. You do. But you don't want it at 0. I mean, just enough wiggle room. I like to call it wiggle room. And I'm about to go into depth about it. Boom, we're back. Now, let's go into your max. Why do you have your max at 78? The reason why your max is this outer circle, this thing right here. So it's only going to pull down to a certain level. It can only go down as far as your max. So for some people, turn it back off, they'll have it all the way up. You don't need that high. You only need your max at least. The highest I would say Personally, 80, maybe 85, 100 max will make it way too tight. It make it too tight. So the lower your max, the looser. Okay. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's looser. Now look, there's no movement. See, look, I'm just automatic. As soon as I shoot, it's just going straight down. I can't even control it. Oh, so actually it's too tight. My bad. My bad. I meant too tight. Sorry, guys. It makes it too tight. So you want to loosen it up. So the higher it is, the looser it is, okay? Sorry about that. So let's say you put it all the way at 100. You see this? It's so loose that now the only value that is working, but it's really slow, but it's loose now. It's loose. It's free. Pretty much your recoil control button is free. This is your right stick that controls your recoil. It's your right stick. Now, this has to also do with your sensitivity because this is how you also how you turn, looking left and right. Okay. So what you're trying to do on your max stick is find that balance. And for me, my balance to make it still fast on the sensitivity I play on was 78. See how I'm sliding? That made it comfortable for me. Like it's comfortable for me to like snap on a target and do what I gotta do. And we're back at it. Got it? Now we're gonna get into the left stick. All right, so this is the one that makes people really confused. So this is me on my left stick. No, right stick is moving. My right stick is not moving. It's a running button. You see my aim? That rotational? See how sticky that is? We're gonna go into that right now. Left and right. This is me strafing. So if I strafe to the right, my vertical axis, you want this to be on positive as much as you possibly can, okay? You want your vertical axis to be as close to positive as it can. Your horizontal, your horizontal, you don't really want like if it goes out of this circle, if you can keep it. Let me see if I can get it. Hang on. Oh my god, I can't get it. So this is me strafing left and right. If I strafe to the left, I have a horizontal of about -3. Vertical is a 0. So that ties back into my right stick. So if I'm strafing left and right, my vertical is 0, and I'm pulling down, it balances out because I don't have any vertical going left and right. Do you see that? You guys have to understand these values to be able to do that. You don't need a Cronus. You don't need anything. That's what that is. You have to understand what testing your dead zones actually is. You have to understand that these horizontal axes and vertical axes matter. So if I'm pulling down right now, so this is me controlling my aim, and I'm strafing. I want that as close. My vertical should not move at all on my left stick. If I pull way over here, all the way to the fucking minimum, I'm still getting a -3. That's beautiful. That means even if I'm strafing hard, I'm strafing as hard as I possibly can. You see that? I'm strafing like all the way. I'm strafing like I'm trying to go. I'm pushing my stick all the way to the left, all the way to the right. And guess what? Go back into that. I'm still getting vertical of a 1 and a vertical of a -3. So, once again, your min, that's your min. That outer wall is your min. Okay, so I'm playing on a 32, right? You can tighten that. Nope, wrong one. That's your max. My bad. Sorry. It's backwards. All right, so that's your max. You can tighten it. Yes. You can tighten your rotational aim assist is what it's actually called. Just all you got to do. See that? You see how that wall's getting tighter? Getting way too close. But you don't want it that close. You know? You don't want it so close to the point where one, it causes overshooting, and it's like this is a good example. Fuck it. We'll just leave it right here. Watch. See that? My vertical is 11. Now watch what happens. It starts going up when I go left and right. It starts going up. So on your left stick, what you're really trying to focus on is your max. And I need to widen my wall. I need to widen it. You know what I'm saying? To balance out that vertical of my right thumbstick. So I was at what, 85, right? 85? Yeah, 85. Now watch when I go left and right again. And you can see I'm going left and right. You can see it. That's me going left and right, right? I'm strafing. Rotational aim assist. So when I'm locked onto somebody, that's me strafing. Okay? So what is your min? Your min? I don't really like my min very low. I don't. I don't like my min low because it tightens too much. So watch, we'll show you this. Your min is this thing, this little circle right here. So if you honestly you want a high min, I'm not gonna lie, you want a high min on your left stick because that has to do with your horizontal. So let's go back to this, test it out. That's your horizontal. Look at the value. See my vertical. Actually, that kind of works out even better now that I'm looking at it. 37.85. My vertical's a 1 because I'm making it as tight, but not too tight. Not too tight. You don't want to overshoot. So let's say we go all the way up to 100, right? Let's see what it looks like. All the way. We're going to expand the entire wall, right? 75. Now, let's go. Look what happens. It's actually tighter. You see it? But it makes you slower. Like if you want to move up and down, like you're trying to like sprint assist, like run, it makes you slower on the drawback. And that's why people will say have it at 6 or the lowest are they have it off. Now if it's off, look how wild that is. Now that you guys are understanding the values, look how wild that is. If I'm strafing left and right, how are my shots hitting? It doesn't make any sense. I don't have there's nothing, there's no resistance, there's no pull. You gotta be the best shooter in the entire world to be like, That dropped my accuracy tremendously because you're really not hitting any shots. You're kind of preying on rotational aim assist to pick up on it. That's what you're doing. You're preying on aim assist to pick up on the target instead of being in control of your actual aim. So you're not really in control of it at all. There's no control of your aim at all by doing that. You're just hoping that you snap to the target and that the aim assist is strong enough that it actually pulls to the target, thus making you be like, oh, these people are doing certain things and this and that instead of actually being in control. So that's why I heightened my men because I want to be in control and be consistent. I need my shot to look like that every single time. So yeah, you guys are looking at it like, yeah, but you're hitting the target. Yeah, but look, I'm shooting a 22. You know why I'm shooting a 22? You want to know why? One, I'm not trained on it. We'll be honest. I'm not trained on this sensitivity, or I'm not trained on this dead zone. But um, because I'm preying on the aim assist when I can just fix the aim assist. I know how to fix the aim assist to make it play for me. So I don't like that much wiggle room. That means like when you touch your controller and you're strafing, you have to be doing the smallest like uh minimum movements. Like I can't really strafe you like this because it's too loose. Like if I was to shoot and do like that, look, I'm off target. But when I was shooting and I was going left and right, it was on target. So to stay like that, you have to make the smallest movements. Like I'm talking about when you aim in, barely. I'm talking about like the look, like small, like this small. That's picking up the rotational aim assist. That's how zero min looks. When someone's playing that low sensitivity, that means that they're moving their left thumb like this, and the rotational aim assist is picking everything up. Or they got a Cronus. Let's be honest. But now look, if I do that, yeah, it stays there. You know what I'm saying? But I want mine's consistent. So if I want mine's consistent, I found my sweet spot. I had to keep testing values, testing numbers. Mine's was 32. Now I can strafe all the way to the right, all the way to the left, and it's still there. Boom. Every single time. And it's going to be like that every single time I log on the game. Every single time I log on the game, it's going to be like that. Doesn't matter what it is. Why? Because I tested it out, and that's the way I want mine. No, if I were to fix it even better, if I wanted to fix it even better, what I would really do in this situation is I would hire my right stick max. I would hire it to make it just a little bit more, so it balances out. So you want your horizontal to be 0, vertical in your negatives, but no more than you do not want your vertical to be like -20. If it's -20, that means you pulling it way down here. And like I said, I mean shit. You guys know how to control recoil. Then control your fucking recoil, guys. All right, control your fucking recoil. Like if I'm pulling it way down here, nobody pulls their right stick all the way down there because if you do, this is what it looks like. So find that balance in your thumb. Find the balance in your thumbs. Control your game. Okay? Um so yeah, this is your boy trying my best here. I might make another video. Well, I am going to make another video um about this because I want to help out as many people as possible because there's a lot of accusations out there and we just got to keep trying. You guys are some of the best players and you will be some of the best players. It doesn't matter. Just find your balance, dude. Find your niche and just get nerdy with it, you know? Get nerdy. Absolutely. And I'm playing on a controller, my horizontal 1 and vertical is a .6. That's up and down. And like I said, you're going to see how it ties in, but I'll make a separate video on that. You'll see how it ties in. Because all that matters, it matters about your dead zones and stuff like that. All that stuff is tied in together. Like you gotta find it. Like it's hard, but you gotta sit there. You want to be like that? Do it. You know what I mean? It took me like 2 years because I came from Battlefield, like I said. So when I came back to Call of Duty, it was just like, oh, I already know what these values do. I know what these settings mean. You know, I'm not watching any videos on these people. Like, not saying that they're wrong. Not saying the pros are wrong. Pros are right, but it's right for them. You know what I'm saying? It's right for them. That's how they play. They might wiggle the left stick like that. You know? They don't. They might not actually be over exaggerating the left stick. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm over exaggerating the left stick. But I like mine's tight. So, everything comes into play. Um, I hope this helped. Please leave comments because I love reading it. Um, it helps me make even better stuff. So hopefully it helped. If not, well, I'm trying. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, it's your boy Gunny though, signing out, man. You guys have a good one. All right, take care.